Well, it was a really great weekend. All in all, I mean, first off, the weather was fantastic, which was great, so we didn't have to deal with any rain or delays or anything else. 5 teams came in. Oklahoma came in with University of Central Oklahoma, and then we had Mississippi College was here, TJC, us, and Southern Arkansas. Both men's and women's sides brought most of their teams. Very, very good. Top nationally ranked D2 players on the women's side all came in. Top nationally ranked players on the men's side for JUCO were here. Starting with the women, women looked really, really good. I mean, we replaced pretty much 3 of our top 6. And I think the all-star of the weekend would have been Yona Baccaral, our new freshman from France. Played in the #1 flight, competed at a super high level. She just did fantastic. She played 2 players that were ranked in the top 30 in Division II. Took them both to 3 sets, barely lost a couple points here and there, a couple deuce points, and she would have had some nationally ranked wins. But then she turned around and played in Flight 1 with Allie Schwartz in doubles. And Allie's a returner. She's our captain on our team. They did fantastic. They won that flight. So beating some nationally ranked teams in Division II, really, really good. Very hopeful for what their future is going to be in the next couple weeks when we get to the ITA. All in all, on the women's side, look, we were really focusing on just being present, kind of having that Ted Lasso, goldfish mindset of let's be present, let's get to the next point, let's do the things that we need to do. Let's just start building momentum as we go, and let's compete every point, every ball, no matter what. And we did that all the way down the line. We had 2 other freshmen coming in. Both of them lost really close matches to nationally ranked opponents. Did a great job. Our returners came back, leading the way. They all played at TJC this weekend, and so they weren't on campus, but they all did a fantastic job. So a little bit about the women there. Next thing for them is going to be the women's ITA coming up. They've got a regional championships in Arlington coming up with all of our Division II Lone Star opponents, and that's going to be really, really fun. We're very excited about Yona and Allie and think that they've got a great shot to make a run coming up here. All in all, really happy. Of course, we have a lot to work on and a lot to go forward with right now, but we have a bit of momentum with the women's team, and we're really excited about the incoming recruiting class. So skipping over to the men, they just kind of picked up from where they left off in May. Our Elite 8 run, they had huge momentum, came in, and Danielle Felker came in, Flight 1, second place in that flight, did an unbelievable job, did everything he needed to do. Carl Vessel played in Flight 1, third place in that flight, did an unbelievable job. They paired up together in the Flight 2, went 3-0 in doubles, won the doubles flight. We had 2 new freshmen come in, both from France that came in, won the Flight 1 doubles flight, Artyom Dorofeev and Malo Polisqueen. They pretty much just looked very comfortable, very professional, did everything they needed to do. Really, really happy with them. Also happy, we had a transfer come in from Pratt Community College this year named Martin Despodov. He did a fantastic job. So he won his flight in singles, turned around, played doubles with Jordy Garcia, one of our returning captains, and they won their flight in doubles. So all in all, we won all the flights in doubles that we played in, and we had a second and third place finish in Flight 1. We had a first place finish in Flight 3 in singles and a first place finish in Flight 4 in singles. So we're really, really happy with the way the guys competed, the way the guys played, things that they needed to do. We just wanted to continue the momentum. That's what we really wanted. But all in all, they needed structure. Some of them had played over the summer. Some of them hadn't been able to play some tournaments and do some things. And so we really just wanted them to continue building their match fitness, playing competitive matches, and doing everything that they needed to do there, and competing at a high level. The whole men's team did that fantastically. So coming up next for them is going to be the Mississippi College Invite. Same sort of format as what we played here, except we're going to get some NAIA schools that are going to show up. We're going to have some more JUCO schools there, some things like that. We're also going to have some professional men that are probably going to play in that event too. So they're going to have a look at all kinds of different players and things like that. Give them the opportunity to see different game styles and different people play, and we're really excited about that. That'll come up this coming weekend with them. We'll leave on Thursday, go do that. Then 3 weeks from now, they'll play their ITA regional. Here we are honored and that we get to host that event. It's a great deal to get to host your ITA regional and bring all the Lone Star opponents here and play against all of them. We'll do that at the end of the month. So they have a little bit of time in between the women playing their ITA and then our ITA. So all in all, great weekend, lots to look forward to, lots of momentum on both sides. Got to see all the new faces play. Got some of the jitters out, so some of the butterflies and some of the jitters, and I'm really, really glad that we got to really teach them how to set and then reset, and just kind of have that forward thought process of really wanting to play the next point, not worry about what happened in the past and not worrying about what's going to happen in the future. Just play that point that you're at, and they did a great job all the way around, all of the team.
Coach, you mentioned it a little bit, seeing different play styles and things like that. Obviously, a tournament like this, tournament like the Mississippi College, you looking ahead to the ITA regionals for both teams. It's such a unique format. It's nothing like you see in the spring with conference matches or anything like that. It's all individual based, but you're seeing, you're playing 2 or 3 matches a day. You're seeing different teams. You're seeing, schools you never really see except for, maybe 1 or 2 times a year, if that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to see all these different play styles. You got to be ready to play matches, back to back or anything like that. How much do these tournaments like the Tyler Invite, like the Mississippi College Invitational, how do those help your team prepare for such a good competition in the ITA regional?
Well, so some of the things that we really like to do is we try to teach grit and resiliency, and it's really tough when you're playing all these different game styles in all these different ways, and then all in temperatures and doing all these things. And like what we know about the dual matches is dual matches will last about 4 hours total. You'll play a doubles match, you'll play a singles match, and then you're kind of done for the day. But you have to be match fit, and you have to be ready to play, and you have to be able to adjust. And what it does for the coaching staff gives us a chance to see them playing it all different ways with all kinds of different play styles, for the coaches to be able to adjust, for the communication level between the student athlete and the coaches to really be good, because we've got to know what's going on in their brain, so then we can help them make the adjustments necessary and do those things. And I can't see that if they're playing the same kind of person all the time. So when they're playing different teams, different levels, different players, all those kinds of different things, it really allows us to be able to kind of cue in on what their strengths, what their weaknesses are, how they like to be coached. Some people like to be coached hard. Some people like to be coached sweet and soft and nice, and that's okay. And we're going to coach all of our players a little differently, but it has to be a communication. It has to be a good give and take. And these events allow us to see them play 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 times sometimes, depending on how far they go in these events. And that's the sort of information that we need to be able to put into our system, so then we can then practice the things that we need to practice. So come February, March, and April, when it's really clutch time, that we've taught them the grit and the resiliency and how to adjust, and the communication level is really, really good by the time we get there. That's really what these events are for.